Welcome back to Smatterings from Shakespeare. I'm Barry Kraft, and our smattering for today deals with a breakthrough year for William Shakespeare, 1595. 1595 is the year that Romeo and Juliet was written, and it comes off of a long period of inactivity for Shakespeare. Most of the years 1592 to 1594 were plague years in London, which meant that public gatherings were curtailed, if not completely shut down. No one was allowed to go to the theater, to outdoor sermons, to dances, maybe even to public executions, much less bear baiting and the other blood sports the Elizabethans so delighted in. So what did Shakespeare do from 1592 to 1594? If he wasn't an actor, and he wasn't writing plays that he knew would be produced, he had to be doing something. Other theaters, other companies, for instance, Henslow's men, Ned Allen at the Rose Theatre, would travel to the provinces with a small troupe of players and put the plays on there, well outside the dangers of the closely grouped people in London that were liable to get the plague. But not Shakespeare. Shakespeare started writing poems, very lyrical poems, poems dealing with rhyme and metaphor and imagery, and his sonnets. The first long poem he wrote was Venus and Adonis. This was an erotic poem. It proved to be one of the two most popular long narrative poems written during Elizabeth's reign. The other one wasn't by Shakespeare. It was Christopher Marlowe's Hero and Leander, another rhymed poem. Shakespeare's form of rhyme, the stanzas in Venus and Adonis, the last word would rhyme in the 6 lines of the stanza A, B, C, C. That meant that the C's would be a couplet. And those of you who love the sonnets will recognize that those are the last 6 lines of a Shakespearean sonnet. The poem, as I said, was immensely popular, and it led him to write a second poem, The Rape of Lucrece, a longer poem with a more involved stanza form. The stanzas of the Rape of Lucrece go A, B, B, C, C. And then the sonnets, A, B, C, D, E, F, and the couplet G, G. Shakespeare's being was inundated with rhymed verse. So it was only natural when he went back to writing plays. The 3 great plays of the breakthrough year of 1595 are Richard II, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Romeo and Juliet. Verse-saturated plays. There was something else about 1595 that helped Shakespeare. In the previous years, 1592, 1593, 1594, and 1595, there were a whole group of talented poet-playwrights that died. Christopher Marlowe was stabbed above the eye in 1593. Thomas Kyd probably died of injuries because of being tortured by the state in 1594. Greene died of overeating in 1592. Thomas Watson died around 1594. And I think George Peele, would die very soon afterwards, which meant that Shakespeare was in possession of an ecological niche, if you will, that only or primarily he inhabited. The competition had way thinned out, so Shakespeare was at the top of his game with far less competition.